Welcome everyone to my channel for a new episode of Let's Draw. Okay, so today, I was gone for a long time. 1 month is really more than I expected. I've just been dealing with personal stuff, and I took some classes, English classes to be exact, and well, that's not relevant, but what's relevant is, I don't know if you can notice, but with this, obviously some of you will recognize this is Stevonnie from Steven Universe. I'm a huge fan. I love Steven Universe. I wanted to do a ruby and sapphire drawing, but at the same time I didn't want to spoil anything from the latest episode, so I decided to go for Stevonnie because I really love this character, and at least I think there's no risk of spoiling anything at this point. And yeah, I really love Lion. Especially in the episode of, I don't remember the name of the episode, but that one where Stevonnie fights Jasper to save Amethyst, and Amethyst reforms and she sees Stevonnie fighting, and there's a huge conflict. But I really like Stevonnie in that episode because she basically looks like an Amazon. She looks like Superwoman with the shield and everything, and I don't know. I think Stevonnie riding Lion is pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Obviously you saw that I started already with Lion, and that's because I started drawing and I didn't even think about recording until I finished Lion, and I was like, oh, I should be recording this. It's been so long since I posted anything. But I mean, mainly the reason I haven't been posting is yes, I've been very busy, but my pen actually broke. So here I am doing the best of my creative ability to figure out how to draw with a broken pen. I tried to fix it. It was working, not great, but it was working. It was already I took the squishy soft part of the pen that is like a cushion for your fingers. I took that off, and then I realized my pen was actually broken into, and I glued it back together, and now it doesn't work. So I noticed that if I flip it and I use the eraser, I changed the settings for the eraser part to be a click, so I can use it basically as a mouse. But when you use the eraser in Photoshop, it actually just works as the eraser. So I don't know if you noticed, but this is actually a white layer on top of a dark purple layer, and I'm erasing. And then for me to be able to paint the colors, I added layers below and erased on top of that. Yeah, it sucked. Or actually, some of the layers I used them as a multiplied on top, and I got away with just playing with the layers, but this is not optimal at all. I do not recommend it. If anyone knows a way to set up the pen in Photoshop so it recognizes the eraser as the click, as if it was tip, that would be amazing. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is change to another software. I actually have a software called Mischief, and it's not as powerful as Photoshop, but for illustrating characters, simple characters like this, it's not really, you know, like you don't need much for this kind of style. And I found that when I use Mischief, because it has some restrictions, it forces me to bring more from like my actual skills, or it makes me more creative, because sometimes since I have the restriction of not working the same way as Photoshop, what I'm used to, it actually makes me think or just be more spontaneous. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I really enjoy Mischief, especially because it kind of works like a vector, not in the way that you can modify the line and stuff like that, but when you closer and closer to the drawing, there's no pixelation. And then when you export the drawing, it's, you know, like you can decide the size, and I don't know, it's very interesting. It's got a different feel, and it might be weird for me to be talking about Mischief, what I'm drawing in Photoshop in this video, but yeah, I really need to figure out this, because right now I don't have money to change my pen, so I'm gonna have to keep working this way. And just by doing, you know, this illustration of Stevonnie, erasing layers is crazy. It reminds me, like back in the day when I was younger, I think I started using Photoshop until university. Yeah, but no, I'm lying. Around when I was 16, yeah. But I started like drawing I started drawing since I was little, but I started using paint and oikaki and different, you know, drawing softwares when I was 12. Because I think I didn't get a computer until I was like 11 or 12, somewhere around that. And then I actually started using paint, and then at some point I found these oikaki forums, and I started actually drawing and sharing my stuff, which, you know, that would be cool if I started like remaking my old oikaki drawings. I have some of them, not all of it, but some of them I still have them. Maybe I should do it next time. Anyways, the thing is, I started drawing with a mouse, and like with the old ones, not like the laser ones. And I have no idea how I did it. I guess I'm scared now because I think I really damaged my wrist. Sometimes it starts hurting, and I wonder if like I'm getting some carpal tunnel, and I'm like, I know why. It was the mouse. I do not recommend it. But anyways, coming back to Stevonnie. As you can see, because I'm having trouble with just erasing these layers. Like, by the way, here, like, we changed the transparency of the eraser to make it look like, you know, the gradients and stuff. Oh no. I've really suffered. It took me a long time. Yeah, it makes me think about back in the day when I was using a mouse. crazy. Yeah, well, here I am, I'm playing with the colors. Like, I'm not even looking at a reference. I looked at a reference to draw the, to sketch the face. But yeah, this is not optimal. I have that problem. Like, I just start drawing, and then I realize, oh, the skeleton is not proper. Like, even if it's cartoony, you need to really sketch things out. And I mean, something that everyone needs to learn, for example, from graphic designers, is they have such a great eye for simplification. It's like, you look at especially cartoonists who used to be graphic designers, they're the best, because they have like a really trained eye for negative space and composition, and everything just works out together. So yeah, I think I should take some graphic design classes. Yeah. Well, here, even though it took me so long and I suffer with working with a broken pen, I do not recommend. I was satisfied with this sketch, and well, not sketch, this illustration. I enjoyed it. I really love Steven Universe. It's so adorable, so cute. And Stevonnie is one of my favorite characters. So yeah, I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do something else, but I just don't want to spoil anyone yet. Even though probably every single fan already watched it, but there's always one person who's like, no, what are you doing? Although, Instagram is just crazy filled. I don't know if it's just because of the stuff I look at that, it's just, I don't want to say too much. But I see a lot of what I wanted to draw already on Instagram. Anyways, I think, yeah, next one I'll probably do it on Mischief. Oh yeah, that's why I was talking about Mischief, because when I use the tip, well, not a tip, when I use the eraser set up as a click on Mischief, it works as a mouse. So whatever tool I select, like if I select the brush, it paints with the brush. It's not erasing. So discovering that was so great. I just did that yesterday, and I didn't record, and I think that was dumb. Like, I have this one drawing that I've been working on, because there is the Facebook, what is it called? Character Design Challenge group, and this month's theme is Baroque. It really is Rococo, but they're calling it Baroque. And I'm like, whatever, aristocracy. So I started doing something for that. It's not finished, and I also didn't record it, so I may or may not show it here. I might, you know what, I'm gonna use what I have now as oh wait, what am I doing? This drawing's almost done. I should talk about Stevonnie. Yeah, so as you can see, I have, lion running. I'm trying to place the sun. I decided not to at the end, and then I decided to sign it. And I still haven't quite decided what my signature should be. It used to be Moit, and then I changed to Mantis Moth. So I don't know, but here's the final. And thank you so much for watching. See you maybe tomorrow.